Is the peach dish that I made a couple days ago really a cobbler? Or is it a tart or a crisp? I was told it was not a cobbler. What? Okay, well, you know what? Let's talk about it. I actually did some research on this, and I also talked to my mother. Remember, because the cobbler was actually my great aunt, and so according to Bon Appetit website, which is a highly reputable source for anything baking or cooking, said that in today's standard, we're associating cobbler with having a biscuit-like consistency or some kind of shortcake on top of the baked fruit. However, about 100 and 130 years ago, this was not the definition of a cobbler. According to the Bon Appetit website, it all sort of started back in the 1850s, where Americana cooking was just at its conception. And there were a lot of foods that were still being kind of ironed out. And back in the 1850s, the cobbler, defined in John Russell Bartlett's Dictionary of Americana, is a sort of pie baked in a pot lined with dough of great thickness, upon which the fruit is placed. According to the fruit, it is an apple or peach cobbler. Well, the definition of cobbler was sort of fluid. So as long as there was fruit and some kind of dough, it could be on top, it could be on the bottom or sideways. As long as there was fruit and dough associated, it was considered a cobbler. It's not surprising to me that my Aunt Mary, who was born in the early 1900s, who learned cooking and baking through her mother, and I don't know when she was born, but it was probably in the later 1800s at some point. It's an old recipe, and Aunt Mary was probably learning all those cooking techniques, which were, old. They're dated. So, the cobbler back in 1920 was different than it is today. And that's how she made peach cobbler, exactly how I made it. And she did call it cobbler. And like I said in the video, it's over 100-year-old recipes. It just goes to show how things change over the years. Is it a cobbler? Back in 1880, it probably was. Today you might say that's not it. Whatever it is, it was damn delicious. Go have a good day. I'll be back.